台湾移民第二代年轻导演王沛智以24天时间拍摄的2集电影《面包工厂》，今年3月在休士顿美术馆连续2天播放第1部及第2部2集作品。首映当天就带给前来的中外观众非常不一样的感觉。放映后由休士顿纪事报华裔影评家同时也是文艺作家的Wei-Huan在放映现场专访该片导演，并想套出下集的剧情大纲，不料无功而返，但却惹得全场哄堂大笑。
Like right now, I'm sure all of us we feel very invested in the stories and in the story and all the characters. And then end of part 1, it's like, oh, so please come back and see part 2. Can you just give us a little bit of hint of part 2? Just what we can expect or kind of what the inspiration is? Yeah.
No.
No. You don't come back,
right? No, they're great when you get nothing kind of going into them when you don't know.
Yeah.
And even if I told you, you would not recognize what I told you when you actually experience it. Yeah.
Was there something about this film that felt incomplete, or that it wanted another 2 hours? That you wanted part 2?
I always knew it would be more than one film. I knew that there were a lot of storylines and a lot of things to talk about and think about, and I wanted to go further with these people, follow them for longer. So I knew it was bigger than one movie. But I wasn't quite sure of the form. At first I thought it was going to be a mini-series, because I really liked that form. I thought maybe...
Mini-series meaning like television or...
Well, I was thinking about the, like Bergman and Fassbinder's mini-series of the Revette's mini-series of the 70s. But, so something like in 5-6 episodes, maybe around 5-6 hours, total. And, I started writing, and things just didn't break along those lines. I never felt like they were in episodes. But things kind of split really neatly down the middle. And I mean, you see, like, the form of this is a pretty classical, not surprising form, in that we have a problem. We identify the problem. And then we kind of rally the forces, and then we have a showdown at the end. And it's kind of classical in its structure, and I thought, okay, that's very good for part 1. And it gives us a point of departure for what comes in part 2. And so it's kind of like, it revealed itself to be these 2 pieces. It wasn't that I was in the editing room and I'm like, I can't cut it down to one movie. I always knew that it was going to be, once I saw that split in the writing, it was always 2 films.
And you didn't feel like you wanted to just complete the film, market it, sell it, and then complete the second part? Do it that kind of sequence, like a...
No, my feeling is it would never get made. Part 2 would never get made, because I would be exhausted by it. It's also, my first movie was a feature, and for a lot of people they start with shorts first. But what I saw with a lot of my colleagues is it takes marginally more effort to just do the feature. You spend so much effort in making a short. And it was the same thing, it's a lot of the same characters and a lot of the same locations. We're doing all this effort for one. It made sense, and it was sort of economic to do 2 at once.
So can I back up a little bit? Can you very briefly tell me your life story? You're from Sugar Land.
I grew up in A-Leaf, and then we moved out to Sugar Land when I was for high school in my last year of middle school. Went to school in Cambridge at MIT. I ran a theater company there for a few years, and then...
While majoring in economics?
This was after I graduated and I was working in economics.
Okay.
And I moonlighted as a theater producer. And that's sort of where I learned how to work with actors, and I learned about, production elements and design. And I moved to New York, thinking it was mostly for theater. Ended up in doing probably more TV than theater. And then somewhere along the line started making movies.
So you moved to New York with no plan to do anything related to economics?
The company I had been working with in Cambridge let me kind of work from remote for a little while, and so I sort of had a day job like many actors and artists in New York do.